Hey there everybody, welcome back. How you guys doing today? Hope you've all had a great weekend. So we are back on PV Canyon once again for the August harvest period. So very busy at the minute. I've got harvesters going here, there and everywhere working away. So yeah, so I thought I'd jump in, buy a new combine and make a start on one of the fields myself actually. So I decided to go with a class combine this time. I've got like Fendt, I've got New Hollands. Yeah, I haven't had a class in a while, so I thought why the heck not? So yeah, here we go. So let's get this on the header trailer. Hopefully that's fine. Usually it clicks in, but I hope it's on there. Otherwise, we're going to be picking it up in a minute. But yeah, hopefully you guys all had a great weekend. I sort of pretty much chilled out, played for what I could say, but yeah, there we go. So, just a quick rundown of what's been happening over the weekend. So, first thing is obviously went through, finished off any harvesting that needs to be done. Um, I did end up creating a field down where the fairgrounds is going to, or was going to be. So I didn't go. I was planning on going all the way along, but I thought it's quite a long field as it is, so I'm going to leave it where it is. So it's just past that middle cut through, basically, is where it goes to. Down here, I'll pop down there in a minute and I'll show you a little bit better. So obviously I've got that ploughed up, I've got it limed, destoned. I got 28, obviously the straw picked up, I got it ploughed, I got the stones picked up, I just need to get it limed ready for planting. I still got to get this little strip now that everything is ready. I need to get this little strip on 33 harvested. So as you can see, there is quite a few fields ready to go or being harvested at the minute. Let me just try and get that all in there. So first of all, obviously sorghum on field 36 is being harvested at the minute. Over here we have, I think that's sorghum as well actually, on 30. I've got some poppy being harvested here on 39. Over here, I think that's another sorghum, possibly. I seem to plant a lot of sorghum, so yeah. Yeah, that's being harvested as well at the minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's them going. Hey, Green Thumb, how you doing, bud? Obviously, I do need to get in on field 9 and get that lot going, but I'm going to leave that for the minute. I want to primarily focus on the rest of the fields. One thing I do need to check at some point is weed growth on some of these fields that are not ready. Make sure that they're fine before it comes into harvest period, which is going to be next month as well, because there's a few there, but not too many, thankfully. But yeah, I'm going to be focusing primarily on these two fields right down the bottom here. Get them harvested. I want to get them seeded as well. One thing I could look into doing as well at some point this month is getting some canola into the ground. Obviously, that is time to do that as well. Obviously, I'm going to be basically doing these two fields, one with alfalfa, one with the clover, so I can get that done once they're harvested. The rest of it is fine for the minute. So yeah, it's very, very busy. And yes, oh my goodness. It's fun. So yeah, let's go get this taken down. I'll have to come back. I'll get this set up first of all. I'll come back, grab another tractor and trailer for unloading this dude. And then, yep, we'll carry on. Oh, the other field was, there was one other field as well, I'll think about it, because it's kind of in the same area where I am. I just forgot about it. It's this one right here, field 13. It's potatoes and they're being harvested at the minute with coarse play, hence the thousands and thousands of little lines. It's going to take some time, that is for sure, so just do this one field. Obviously, I'm only putting one harvester on each field. I think it should be fine, but if need be, I can always grab another one and set it further down on the field, so it's all good. But here we go, here we go, here we go, go. Now I'm actually waiting on Mr. Rusty Nail to pop into He's been having issues trying to get his gameplay to show in his Streamlabs OBS, so I thought while I'm live it's probably the best way to run through things, and obviously if anybody does need help in the future they can just come back to the beginning of the stream and look at it there. I might even do a little short video setting up, because some people just can't quite get it, even though I've done a very simple step-by-step there. But while I think about it, and I'm in the straight lines, it's coming here. We'll give Mr. Green Thumb Farmer a shout out. Was it today that you're streaming in a little while, Green Thumb? Or was it T Miller? I can't remember. It's been one of those weekends that sort of my brain is literally all over the place. But yeah, if you guys are not following Green Thumb Farmer, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. Check his streams when he does go live, because obviously he's doing some great stuff over on his save game at the minute. There we go. You've gone live later, okay. Because obviously I only do 2 hours a day, so if you want to go live around about then, it'd be great. And I can just raid straight over to you. If not, obviously guys, make sure you keep an eye out on Twitch for him. There we go, there we go, there we go. Go, who needs unloading? So it's a Poppy dude. Now, actually, that's one thing as well. I've been lurking in Darius's stream this afternoon, and he was having a lot of issues using cosplay with the auger wagons. And to be honest, yeah, I've had the same problem. Yeah, so obviously today's stream for me is 2 hours, so I'll be jumping off around about 7 p.m. my time, which is about around about 2 o'clock. So I don't know if you wanted to be up and ready by then. I could raid over to you. It's entirely up to you. And speak of the devil, Mr. Rusty Nail turns up. How are you doing, Mr. Rusty Nail? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Sorry I didn't get a chance to pop over into your stream. I was a little bit busy. And Mr. Darius Frost is raiding with a party of 59. Welcome everybody, welcome. How you doing there, Aussie Wheels? And everybody, hopefully you had a great stream, Darius. Let me give you a shout out. There we go. If you guys are not following Darius Frost, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. Hey there, MacGyver. Actually, to be honest, I was lurking for a little while in there. I seen you were having some issues with the auger wagons as well. Yeah, me too. It was good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So yeah, we are also playing PV Canyon Crossing. We're into August for you guys just joining. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, first day of August. I'm heavy on harvesting right now. So I've currently got 4 or 5 combines going, plus obviously tractors unloading them. I'm setting up this one on kind of one of the new fields that I set up, which is just the other side of this little forest and bog area, swamp. So once I've got them set up, I will grab another tractor to unload this guy, but I do need to quickly show Mr. Rusty Nail and anybody else who's kind of new at streaming a little something with Streamlabs. If you're having issues getting gameplay to show, I've got it up kind of ready to show the whole thing off. And Mr. MacGyver, thank you very, very much for your Prime resub 4 months. Much, much appreciated. But yeah, remember guys, it is September and you can save on your subs to any channel at the minute. So if you have a favourite streamer you want to support, you're more than welcome to. So remember that. Obviously, I'm not really bothered because I'd rather you guys go over to Dajna or Darius or somebody else and support them because they are great, great streamers. It's 2 AM here and I gotta get to bed as it's very late here. Have a great day. Alright, thank you very much for popping in, Mr. Aussie Wheels. Much appreciated. Have a great sleep, sir. I've been having trouble getting my credits to roll at the end. Okay. We'll see if I can get that sorted as well then, Mr. Green Thumb. Right then, so let's get this set up. First of all, who is blocked? My tiger. Oh, my root crop harvester is blocked. Let me jump over there just to see what's going on. Really, dude? Really? you've done all this and you're crashing into it now. Lincoln tractors, come on, come on, behave, behave, behave. Oh, you almost had it, you almost had it. Yeah. Auger wagons are just a pain in the bum, to be honest. I'm gonna leave him there and see if he can get there in a sec. Right, let me actually set this up. And while this guy is driving, Fireman Trucker 74, thank you very, very much for the resub with Prime. Much appreciated. And how you doing, bud? Grassland Field 2. Okay, it's just around the corner, but let's get this going. Fields. Obviously, the latest member of the SGA. If any of you guys are not following Fireman Trucker 74, yeah, you need to go over there, follow him, and try and actually chat to him because he's not getting as many chatters that I think he deserves over there. But yeah, just click on his link, give him a follow, and yeah, definitely check him out. He's back on Farm Sim, playing Canyon Crossing as well. Right, let me get into the desktop. Let me find my Streamlabs. There it is. Right then, so for anybody using Streamlabs, it's very similar to OBS. Now, obviously, I've just set this up initially. This is a completely blank screen. There's nothing here set up at all. So, first things you're going to need is to set up your gameplay. Well, actually, to be honest, you need to set up a scene. So, the first thing is, obviously, if you want to set up a scene, obviously, it does default one in there automatically. But if you need to add one, you can just click on the little plus sign there, add a new one, name it whatever you want. So, let me close that for a second. I want to rename this. We're going to call this one the starting screen, for example. And what you... Oh, cripes, I can't spell today. Screen, in... Whatever. Starting screen. There. Right, so for me, on my OBS, for example, I have about 5 or 6 different sources or scenes set up. Now, if I click on this, obviously, I could take this one and say gameplay. We'll do one more as a. This is just really to give you guys an idea of what you could have set up. This one, it could be ending screen, for example. Simple, isn't it? Just like that. Right then. So, obviously, with these two, you could go through, add some images in, have your endings credits in here. We'll get to that in just a second. With this one, you could go in, add a TikTok timer type thing, or just an image saying starting soon. Hello, Mr. Noah. How are you, sir? How's the radios going? Where are we? Yeah, so go into the gameplay first. So obviously, one thing you're going to need to add in is a gameplay visual. So what you want to do is go into your source right here, click on the little plus sign, and find game capture. Click on add. I'm just going to call this FS22. You can call it whatever you want. You could just leave it as gameplay if you really wanted to, and you could just change the play on whatever you want. Mr. Cheers, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Now, the first thing, once you click that OK and add, you'll get this pop-up. Obviously, sometimes it will automatically detect your game, sometimes it won't. Obviously, if you get this popping up, what you want to do is go into this little drop-down bar here, and you can actually select any of these. I'm going to go with capture a specific window for this option. Obviously, it's going to add these two extra pieces in. Now, obviously, if you click on the window one, it'll give you a list of what's showing on your desktop. Obviously, I've got 3 windows at the minute. On one, I've got OBS. On the other, I've got obviously the gameplay. On the other, I've got Discord. I've got browser open and stuff like that. What you want to do is look for basically your farming simulator game if that's what you're adding. So it's this one right here, and that will automatically bring up the gameplay. So if I close that, now obviously one thing is that will not have any sounds coming through it. So what you will need to do, possibly, is add in a sound source for the game. If that does happen, what you may want to do is run this while you are live, because you can then adjust it if need be. But you can actually do it whilst you're not even live. Just click on the resources here, and now you've got two options. You have audio input capture and audio output capture. This is going to be your basically game sounds, your desktop sounds, stuff like that. So if you click on the audio output capture, add source, we're just going to call this game sounds for the minute, and we'll add that. Now what you do is you'll get this popping up. Obviously what you want to do under the device, click on the little drop down bar and find where your game would be. So for me, I have mine running through my headphone under game, so this one right here. So if I click on that and close that, now it's not going to be easy to show this because obviously, well, I might be able to, because obviously the way I've got my game set up, but yeah, no, it's not going to show it. What will happen is once that you click back on the game, you will see this right here. Actually, I wonder if I can change screen just a second. Let me put that over here, and let me see desktop. Where is my display capture? We're gonna change it to, nope, not that one. Can't remember which one it is. There we go. So there you go. So as you can see right there, obviously I've clicked on the game. I'm now getting the game sounds coming through. Now one thing you will have to do is adjust this once you go live, okay? Obviously all you literally have to do is adjust this down so it's a little bit lower. Just click on the game, keep a little play. But yeah, you should be fine. Obviously one thing you can do is go into the game itself and lower the sound there if you really wanted to. But with that, that is literally how easy that is. Now then, let me change that back to primary monitor. There we go. So this is back to my central monitor. Now, if you want to add in a microphone, for example, you would need to go with the audio input capture. So if you're going to talk in your streams, this is what you need to add in. So let me add that as a source. I'm going to call this just one. I'm going to use my boom microphone for this. Obviously, you can call it whatever you really want to. You call it the same thing could be done with Discord and that if you really wanted to. Just add that as a source. We're going to go into. Pretty sure it's actually I might be able to use that one. Is that coming through on? Yeah, see, as you can see straight away, it's picked up on my microphone. And to be honest, I really didn't need to do much. I could set it to default, and it'll come through. Obviously, this will need to be adjusted when you're live as well. So bear that in mind. But if you're getting both of these lighting up, you should be good to go. Ah, possibly. Yeah, because I very, very rarely adjust my sounds. Obviously, some people may say it's a little bit low in the game, so in OBS, what I will do, because obviously I'm running OBS, so if I bring this across, this is what I'm seeing. So I've got one for my boom microphone, one for Discord, one for the game, and one for my microphone, and obviously you can see them coming up. So I can just go through, adjust the game sound if it's a little bit low. I am monitoring it at the minute, actually, with my phone, so that's a good way of keeping an eye on things as well. But yeah, this could be set up this exactly the same way, to be honest. Now, obviously, one thing Green Thumb Farmer mentioned is about the ending credits. So if we come over to the ending credits scene, now in here, I'm pretty sure it's still here. I haven't looked in a while, but there should be right here. So if you scroll down and look for credits, click on add source. So I'm going to leave it as credits. We're going to add that. Now this is going to pop up. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Now this just shows you roughly what it's going to look like in your stream. You can adjust a lot of these different things. The colors itself are used in the visual settings there. Now, obviously, source-wise, this is where... Can we adjust this size because it's a little bit bigger to read? What you can do... let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it's in Streamlabs. Let me bring this across. Alert, chatbot. All wedges, I think it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Credits. Right here. So if you come onto your Streamlabs desktop, as it were, in your browser, click on all wedges. Scroll down till you find end credits. This is going to come up. Now you can actually do some editing here as well if you really wanted to. Have a little play around it. You can change the size of the pixels, so on and so forth. Obviously, it's just gone with the default for the minute. Now, what you could do is copy this right there. I'm going to copy that. And then in this box here, I think it is. I think it might have actually automatically connected to it. Manage credits. I'm pretty... Actually, I think that's already automatically connected. Let me do a little test. Let's change to... let's see. Let's change something to that. Now, obviously, this is something that's really quite clever. Obviously, that writing has changed, as you can see right there. You can test roll it. So what you can do is if you click on that test roll, that will then send it automatically down here. And you can see that the writing down here has already changed. So that's literally how easy it is. Sometimes you need to have it set up to automatically go. So, for example, if I go to my ending screen, obviously I'm not touching nothing right here. Obviously that is automatically kicked in that option. And I got a feeling. Let me just double check something. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So the way I set that one up is I used a browser source for that. So let's try something a little bit different. So obviously that's one way you could set it up. Let's close that. We're going to delete that one for the minute. Now obviously if you come back into sources, you could actually add in a browser source for it. We're just going to rename that as credits. And what you can do is obviously where you copied that, so this copy here, if you copy that, yep. Obviously make sure to save any settings as well. What you can do is come into here, post that link. Obviously you can adjust it if you want to there, or you can actually drag it out up here, so it's a little bit more visual. There's that, that's fine. Let me just check something. Now, if you come into here, obviously with doing it that way, you can launch it manually yourself. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's not it. I'm sure there's a way of setting it up so it automatically kicks in. Maybe properties. Yeah, what you could do is control it by Streamlabs. Let me see if I select that. Shut down when visible. There's that's fine. We'll close that. So that should shut down when the screen is gone. So if we come back over, obviously that is going to automatically start, hopefully. There you go. I haven't clicked on anything and that's obviously automatically started. So hopefully that helps a little bit. It's been a while since I've set this up, so I was a little bit rusty. So yeah, that's probably the easiest way. So just to run through that once again, let me delete that and start that again. So we'll delete that. So if you want an ending screen credit, so add a source, obviously I'm going with the browser source because that seems to be the simplest way. We're going to rename that credits. So obviously we'll get that little box popping up. We'll put all that across. Now obviously if you go over to your Streamlabs, obviously click on all wedges, scroll down till you find end credits. Click on that. Obviously make your adjustments here. You can actually set it to show specific things. You can change the color. So for example, let's go with a blue. Oh, excuse me. Obviously you can change the size of the font. Obviously it is going to show you a display up here. Let's change that to a different font. There we go. So that's not too bad. Once you've gone through doing all you have to, also make sure to save the settings. Once you've done that, copy it. Obviously, just say copy right there. We'll minimize that. And then in the settings for this, put that link in there. That is literally how easy it is. And then also make sure to set this up. So control audio via Streamlabs. For some reason I was at that, but it should work. So we'll just close that, and obviously that is now running. Obviously go through, adjust it to whatever screen size you want, for example. So what should happen is when you go to that screen or come off it, it's going to stop scrolling. But when you go back into it, it's going to automatically kick in. Fingers crossed. Yep, there we go. There you go. So that is literally how to set up your credits. Now, obviously, you get things like a countdown timer, for example. Best program to use, I find, is SNAS. It's this one right here. Let's see if I can get this to open up again. It might be open already. Yep, there we go. Yes, I know you're running already. I wanted that one. There we go. This is SNAS. It's a program. You could just search on Google for it. Obviously, you can. There's a whole video on YouTube to set this up. It's probably easier to go over there and do it because it's been so long. I probably couldn't remember how to set this up to start off with. But yeah, it's a simple thing to add in. And yeah, there you go. Hopefully that'll help you out, Green Thumb, and obviously Mr. Rusty Nail. So yeah. With your gameplay, if you go to where it says, I think it was FS22 Game Capture, double click on it to bring up this menu. In this top menu, it'll probably show auto at the minute. If you click on that, go to capture a specific window, Rusty Nail. And then in the second one, select your gameplay. So for me, it's Farm Sim right there. Obviously, I've got a lot going on and I could quite easily show anything. But yeah, go for your game right there. Hit close and there you go. There is your game right there. Obviously, you will need to go through, maybe add in the sounds as well if need be. But once you've got that going, that's most of it. But what I would recommend is maybe going through the first half an hour of this stream after I finish, and just maybe do it step by step. It is very simple, to be honest. Once you've got all that set up, you're pretty good. Obviously, one thing you could do is set up a little image, for example, on your desktop with say something saying starting soon. So if you wanted to do a specific image, for example, you could do an image or an image slideshow. Actually, I'm just going to go with an image. Which you can name it whatever you want. So same thing as before, name it whatever you want, add to the source, go to browse, and if you know of an image you could use, I'm thinking, what have I got? Here we go, let's go with, what have we got in here anyway? Where's Farm Sim gone? There we go. We use a little bit of Farm Sim logoage. There we go. Obviously, once you got your, obviously you're going to need to do a little bit of adjustment as well, so it fits within the screen. That's pretty good. So you could have that. Obviously, you could add in the little countdown timer if you really wanted to. Obviously, that's probably something better to look on YouTube for, because it's been so long since I've done it, I can't even remember. What you could do as well, if you really, really wanted to, is add some text into it as well. So the same way as adding that image, go to your text right there, add source. I'm just going to name it text because all that was pain in the bum. Just add source. Obviously, this is going to pop up. And in this box right here, this is where you want to put any words you want to. So you could just keep it simple as starting soon, for example. Now, obviously, you can see just in this top corner, it's quite small. So if we bring, oh, one thing you can do as well with these, because obviously all these are going to be free floating. What you can do is lock them right here. There's a little padlock there. Just click on the lock, and it'll stop it from moving around. It makes life so much simpler, to be honest. Obviously, we've got the little text there. You could actually make it a little bit bigger just by clicking on one corner, dragging it out. So you could have it like that, for example. Obviously, if you want go back to your the settings for it, obviously you can go through. There's a whole array of different text types that you could use. So we could go with, say, something like that. Obviously, you can make it regular. Some will have bold, some will have italic. Obviously, another thing as well, you can make them bigger as well there if you really wanted to. You can actually go through, if you keep scrolling down, in here, for example, you could change the color of it so it shows up a little bit better. Let's find something. It's not very visible because of the red tractor there, but oh, that's not too bad. There we go. So once you've got it roughly how you want it, that's not too bad. There you go. So in what, a minute or so, just lock that off so it doesn't move around. There you go. You've got a starting screen set up just like that. A simple image, a simple little starting soon. Obviously, maybe make it so it's a bit more visible, but that is literally just have a play around with some of these things. Obviously, choose a different image if you really want to. How you doing there, Not So Grumpy Dwarf? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, to be honest, Tech Mike, I'm using OBS. This is actually what I'm using right now, is the OBS right here. Obviously, as you can see, like I was mentioning, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, quite a few scenes set up. Each one is different. So if I actually click through them, obviously I've got my... Sorry about that, I totally forgot I did it on the microphone. So yeah, I've got a pre-start there, which just has the image of the game I'm going to be playing. Obviously, with my current FS22, I've got that little video clip that I use. So yeah, that's that one. Then obviously gameplay. Obviously at the minute we've got fact sheets going on as well. I've got an intermission screen for when I want to take a quick break. There's an ending screen and a few other bits that I've been going around messing around with. So yeah, it's a whole load of things. Now one thing I do have, there it is obviously one set up just specifically for doing things like this, where I have to go to my desktop to show things off. Right, so in my source I have game FS22 game. How do I? Oh, Mr. Rusty Nail, are you focusing? I've just explained that. Come on, jeez. Right, are you focused, Mr. Rusty Nail? Focus on the stream. So, let me come through, back again. Let me set this back up. Oh, I hate when people don't pay attention. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of all this. Let me get rid of this again. So, you have your game capture right here. Let's go into here. We're going to call this exactly the same as what Mr. Rusty Nails is. FS22 game cap. Oh, jeez. I just realized cap locked on. Game capture. Right, so add source. There we go. So this is what you'll probably see, Mr. Rusty Nail. You'll see this right here, right? So what you want to do is under the mode, I'm monitoring on my phone and I've not had any issues, so it's possibly your end. So I'm going to go through this one more time for Mr. Rusty now. What I would recommend then, Rusty, is just go back through the stream later on and watch that first half an hour, okay? Hopefully it's going to be okay. So click on where it says mode, click on this auto bit. You'll get this little drop down menu. Then select capture specific window. So this one right here, okay, Rusty? Are you doing this at the same time, hopefully? And how you doing there, 819 Gaming RDS? And obviously everybody else. I'm sorry if I'm ignoring you guys. I really do apologise. How do you get a vehicle unstuck? You can reset it. Or if you've got Easy Dev Tool, you can actually teleport yourself temporarily. Obviously, anything, if you've got like a flatbed, Mr. Gamertech, if you've got Easy Dev Tool, you can teleport yourself. Now, obviously, if you've got anything like pallets or bales, they're not going to go with you, so bear that one in mind. So back to Mr. Rush now. So yeah, click on Capture Specific Window. At that point, your screen will go black. In the next one down, where it says Window, if you click on that, you'll get this drop-down menu. Select your gameplay. So if you're playing Farm Sim 22, select for the Farm Sim one. Once you've done that, click Close. There it is right there. It will bring up your game. So just to double check, there's my little combine right there behind me. It's right there. Obviously, one thing is you will need to also add in a sound source for the game, Rusty Nail. So just a quick one run through. So go through, click on that plus again, select audio output capture, this one right here, add that as a source, rename it gameplay, add source. In this one, what you want to do is click on the device where it's with the drop down menu, find where your game is. For me, it would be headphones 3 Arctis 7 game. Select that, close it, and then just go into your game, and what you should see is in here is this lighting up, and that will acknowledge that you've got sounds running through your Streamlabs. So hopefully that will help you out. Also, I do want to get in, do some gameplay today. There's also something else I want to cover that was brought up over the weekend to confirm from Friday's stream. So yeah, what I'd recommend is going back maybe to the beginning, just running through the first half hour, 40 minutes, and yeah, make life so much easier. So hopefully that'll help. Obviously, Green Thumb, Farmer for obviously the ending credits, and obviously Rusty Nail as well. Anyway, but yeah, I love OBS. It's just so much easier. Obviously, I've had to add a lot of it. I was able to actually import most of it over, so it helps. Right, let's get on to gameplay. Hopefully, I should get it. Oh, actually, hang on one sec. This is one thing as well. I found out if you have multiple streaming programs, you cannot run. There we go. Game capture on two different things. It's kind of weird. There we go. So let's close that. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Thanks, Harvesting the Mega Grape Field, lol. And regret by choice. Yes. There we go. Let's see what much their Nuts of Grumpy Dwarf has whispered me. Ah, okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, so if you got if it won't allow OBS to be down and loaded, it could be anything really, storage or whatever on your system. But yeah, if you've got Streamlabs up and running, which I believe you do because you were live a little while ago, I did notice you pop up. Unfortunately, I was running around here, there, and everywhere doing some real life stuff, so I couldn't really pop in and help out there. But yeah, use that. If that's what you can get working, use it. Obviously, I do prefer OBS. I started off with Streamlabs. I had a couple of little issues to start off with, It was primarily my desktop was crashing, but yeah, actually I can do it with my earbud now. There we go. Yes. But yeah, go for it. Give it a try, Rusted Nail. But yeah, if you missed any of that, just go back to the beginning of the stream later on and watch maybe the first, what, half hour? And it's all covered there. What I might even do is a specific video just for all that. So yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Right then, let's jump back in chat to see. So obviously Mr. Noah Robinson said the radios are great, good, glad to hear it. Hopefully he's still lurking out there. Hydrate and a posture from Tech Mike. Yeah. Also with OBS as well, let me do that stretch quick, or posture check. But I'm just going to do a stretch as well. There we go. While I think about it, where did I put you? Where did I put you? Did I close you? I did. Let me come into here a sec. Streamlabs. One thing you could do, so if you want a specific theme for your streaming, for example, in OBS, it's not, or I should say in Streamlabs, not really OBS, but you can import it across. What you can do is, if it's still here, I don't want Ultra, where the heck are you? They are overlays here, right here. If you click on overlays, it's the little 1, 2, 3, the fourth one down on the right hand side here. This will actually take you to the Streamlabs overlays section. Now some of these you will need to pay for, but there are free ones out there as well. Now if you go into advanced search at the top here and type in free, select the color you want. So if I go with black, for example, here, what this will show is anything that's free with a black overlays and such. Now, what you can do in the next one down as well, have it all pretty much set up for you. So if you do it the same way, so if you come into advanced search, click on free. Obviously, you are going to get, oh, that's not the one I want. Is it that one? Oh, it must be overlays then. It's been a while since I've used this, but yeah, you can actually find some very useful free stuff out there. Let's just go with free there. Just click through them. Let's see. You can get a rough idea from the images. Let's click on that one, for example. Obviously, it's going to give you a rough idea of what it's going to look like on each of the screens. So that's kind of almost like a semi-Christmassy look to it. If you find one that you really like, what you can do is click on the install there. What that'll do is it'll download it into your Streamlabs, and after a moment it'll bring it up like that, and you can actually see that you've got your live screen, you've got your starting soon, and your be right back. Obviously some will have more, some will have less. So if we click on there, there's a whole array of different things in here. So for example, the bar at the bottom here is all set up for you, so you don't really need to do too much with it, to be honest. The only thing you will need to do is scroll down to the bottom. Obviously this image right here, if I drag it around, this is just an image. What you need to do is delete that and then add in your gameplay capture. So same thing again, so go into that, there's a little plus on your sources right there. Go to your game capture, add that. Same thing again as what I was saying earlier. Capture specific window, find your game, and there you are. Done. Now one thing you will need to do is move this. So if you just hold, using your left mouse button, hold it down, drag it down to the bottom of your list. So it's below everything. There you go. You've pretty much got your streams set up. Obviously, make sure to go through your microphone, make sure that they're all set up correctly, stuff like that. Obviously, for example, this here where it's got the little what do you call it, the camera, I always remove that. But what you can do, the webcam right here, you could hide that. The frame right there, that could be hidden as well. And yeah, just make it your own. That's pretty much what I've done with mine. I've taken 3 or 4 um, different overlays and stuff, brought them together, and obviously made something of my own. Obviously, it took quite a while to figure all of that out, but yeah, there we go. Sounds like your browser blocked it. Yeah, could be the browser blocking it, Rusty Nail. Could be your virus software. Could literally be anything. Even storage on your computer could block it. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully that helps out as well. So there we go. Now, obviously, one thing is remembering, which could be an issue, is if you have low internet upload speeds. That can also affect your streaming because it just constantly buffers all the time, and it can be a pain in the bum. But anyway, I have some harvesting to do, and yes, so let's get this going. So select the combine. We're on full. Just going to drive onto here. I'm going to set up course play with this. So delete. I'm just going to start it round about here. Should be fine. So first waypoint. We'll click on the little thingy, bob. Get rid of that in a sec. Right then, so I want at least 2 headlands. 2 headlands first. Sharp. Going clockwise. Yeah, that's fine. Up, down, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's good. Generate. There we go. And you can go. This is one thing I do like about course play. Okay, so obviously it's gone through, it's set up all those points and stuff, so it's showing that this course has 3,833 points to it. But the nice thing is it tells you how long it's going to take to harvest this field. So 2 hours and 7 minutes, which is really kind of cool. Now obviously one thing to take into account is obviously unloading, stuff like that. If it runs out of fuel, it's going to stop. So it could take a little bit longer, but I'm happy with that. That's fine, 2 hours. Now I do want a new tractor. I'm thinking going with class. Try to stick with the class with this dude. What have we got? What have we got? I really don't want a big class. I haven't used this boy in a long time. I have not used this in a long time, so I think, yeah, I'll stick with that one. Biggest engine. What wheels have we got? We got like a chunky. Okay, so it's a front wheel, that's fine. We'll keep that on, we'll put that on. We'll buy that, and we'll grab one of my trailers, I think, to go with this. Yeah, one of you guys. We will set you up class colors. That's not bad. That's not bad. Rims. What's classic sort of beige color, isn't it? That'd be fine. Configuration. We want extension. That'd be fine. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. We'll buy that. And there we go. To be honest, I think it'd be best just started off with Streamlabs Tech Mic. It always seems to be a go-to for new streamers, but yeah, if you can get it set up, that'd be fine. There we go. And here we go. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of you. And oh, that looks so good. Okay, so yes, the red. Okay, so that sort of red color. Not to worry. So let's get this going. Well, all this tabbing through different screens is sort of messed my wheel up a little bit. But yeah, hopefully you guys all had a great weekend, by the way. So yep, it is fun. Now, somebody mentioned about unsticking a vehicle, for example, if you get it lodged somewhere. So what you can do, if you're still out there, I do apologise, Mr. Gamer Tech. So if you come into the menu, typical, it's going to save. Oh yeah, come on, save, save, save. Yeah, so if you come into here, for example, let me choose something that I know isn't going to mess up too much. Not really that one. Let's see. I want a truck or a tractor. This is something else I went through as well yesterday. Is setting all these points up. If I can get one of these trucks, there we go. So if you click, if you can select it in here, what you can do at the bottom is click on reset. That's one way of doing it. Okay. What you have to do is then select yes here, and what that will do is that will reset it back to the vehicle shop. Also, you'd need to do it for the truck and the trailer. That's one way of doing it. Also, I mentioned about Easy Dev Tool. Now, one thing is, if you're transporting, say, bales or pallets or something like that, you'll have to go back and pick them up, unfortunately. You can't really write it. What you can do is come into F12, which is, if you've got the Easy Dev Tool, you can click on F12, and somewhere in here, I can never remember where the heck it is. Here, in the first menu under General, you can actually flip your vehicle over. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like on here, but what it'll do is it'll write it so it's back on its wheels. As you can see, it's just bouncing there. That's it, tipping over. Another thing, what you can do, if you've got super strength, for example, I'm going to do this deliberately. I'm going to tip this over. So say, for instance, I've hit a barrier, my trailer's tipped over. What you can do, if you've got super strength as well, if you actually grab hold of one of the wheels, drag it down, you can right it that way as well. Remember to let go as well after after it's back on the ground. Same thing can be done with a truck, with logs, for example. Sometimes I have found when doing it this particular way, it's better when you've got logs, because it will write up easier. Sometimes you find the logs will tip over and stuff, so that is another way of writing yourself, shall we say. Let's see, so just got FS25 with your code, young man. Oh, well, thank you very much, Mr. Jers. Thank you very much. So that should put me around about 24 more to become bronze partner. That's cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. But yeah, if you guys still haven't got FS25 and still and ahhing, you're more than welcome to use my Giants partner code when you check out. And obviously it's only for the Giants copy. It doesn't work with Steam. Just type in Alpaca, so ALPACA, as a partner code option. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. Now, in case you weren't aware, below the stream there should be a little bit about me, and it will show all the games and such. So let me come over to my channel and mute myself, because that is horrible. There we go. What you can do is right here, if you click on that, that will take you over to the Giants website, where you can actually buy the game or anything you want. Yeah, Alpaca, exactly like that. Oh, why did that time you out? But yeah, you did get it right, unfortunately. Here you go. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. Yeah, I think it could be just because it's all capitals, possibly. You're trying to spam me. But yeah, what you can do is just obviously, like I said, click on that link right there. Obviously, I am adding it to my YouTube channel links down below as well, if anybody's interested who's watching afterwards. Select whatever payment option you want. Obviously, I'm just going to go for PayPal, for example. Obviously, you can do this with either of these. Actually, let me do this one, for example. I think I did that one the other day. So let's go into here. We'll go to PayPal. We'll go to pre-order. Obviously, it is only pre-order right now because you cannot buy it. It's not available yet. Obviously, enter all your details up here, and then obviously it's automatically added that way. If you click on that link down below, it's already active. But yeah, if you just want to put that in there, you're more than welcome. And obviously, I've got what, 2 months before FS25 comes out, and it'd be great if I can get early access. So yeah, obviously with this particular one, you will get this season one as well with it, or the year one bundle with it. So you'll basically get the 4 DLCs that are coming out next year. So that's a good idea to do it that way. Obviously, it's currently for me $80. I think it's pretty much $80 everywhere. But yeah, there is that as well. But yeah, based on this price right here, the 49.99, I need about 24 of these copies to be sold to get to that bronze level and early access. So it's really cool. And I'm still driving in the straight line. Look at that. And I'm still going woohoo. I will get you one season pass using your. Oh, thank you, Farming Trucker. Much appreciated. But yeah, that's the thing. Something as well you can do if you want to buy any of the DLCs. You could do that as well. Let me stop this right here because there is something I wanted to cover quickly that was brought up over the weekend. It was kind of started off on Friday with the fact sheets being released. So for anybody who was watching my stream over the weekend, let me go back to my gameplay, because that's the one I want. Obviously, we mentioned about the fill types. So these right here. So first things first, so obviously we got your wheat, we got barley, we got oats, we got canola. Obviously the next one in the line there on the top row, we originally thought that was going to be the new one of the new crops. We're mistaken. That is actually the sorghum. Obviously, the icon's just been updated. It was basically a translation error. Millet was the one that was, and people were saying was coming, but it's not coming out as millet. So bear that one in mind. So yeah, the next one there, next to that canola, is actually the sorghum. Dave has confirmed that over the weekend. Obviously, you got sunflowers, you got soybean, corn, potatoes, sugar beets. Obviously, then we've got into your red beets, your carrots, your parsnips, which are coming base game next time. Obviously, right now it's through the DLC. Going on from that, you have your rice, your long grain rice, and then you have your 2 question marks, and then it goes on to your spinach, your sugarcane, so on and so forth. 5 crops. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, obviously these are the 2 question marks are 2 additional crops that still haven't officially been announced. However, over the weekend, with a little bit of digging and a little bit of this, that, and the other, we can officially say, and I've now lost this screen I wanted. Dang it, let me just do something. Image that. I'm missing a image. Where the heck's that gone?
Thanks for the raid.
Mr. Evil Reyes raiding with a party of 39. How you doing, bud? Welcome in, welcome in. So, hopefully I've got the right one. So the first one will be peas. Officially, peas is being added into the game. Oh, my Streamlabs is really having a fun 5 minutes. How are you doing? Thank you, Big Daddy, for the. If you guys are not following Mr. Evil Race, make sure you click on the link, give him a follow. So yeah, peas is officially been spotted by DJ Goham and Farmer Cop. They've both done videos over the weekend about the new crops. Whether it was done by accident, yeah, I don't think so. Obviously, so that is the first one. That's going to be the first question mark. The second one is green beans will be coming as well. That's not quite level. Let me just that a sec. So there is in-game footage of the 2 new crops coming to FS25. So that basically gives you the 3 crops from the premium DLC for 22, which is your red beets, your carrots, your parsnips. They're being added in. But then you're going to have your rice, your long grain rice, your spinach, peas, and green beans. So yeah, that is a lot of crops for Giants to add in, and it's the first time that we're all aware that they've added so many. It's usually 1 crop here, 1 crop there. This time they're adding in at least 5 plus the 3. That is 8 crops right there. They're basically adding into the base game. It's kind of cool. Yay! But yeah, it is it's still not official. Giants haven't stated that yet, but it has been shown off, like I said, in DJ Goham's video over the weekend, plus Farmer Cop, and obviously they're currently at PAX West, so they were actually able to get it and confirm that they're in there, because obviously a lot of people have been speculating the crops coming in. So, yay! But yeah, go over to obviously DJ Goham or Farmer Cop, find those videos from the weekend. You can actually see them driving around, doing a little bit of in-game footage. So it is well worth giving it a shot. It's interesting. It really, really is. It's cool. 5 crops. But yeah, there we go, guys. Cool. But still no acknowledgement on whether or not any damage to buildings will actually happen. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, Evil Reyes, hey, hey, as well to you. Hopefully you had a great stream, by the way. Sorry you got timed out there for a second. It's because of the caps. It doesn't like it. But welcome in, everybody. We are playing PV Canyon Crossing. For those just joining, obviously I am into August, which is big on the harvest period. Obviously last week I was in July, busy harvesting. August, busy harvesting. Yeah, pretty much the next couple of in-game months really is going to be harvesting the fields, orchards, vineyards, the whole caboodle. But I have power. I have auto drive to help out. I've got cosplayer. I've got the in-game helper. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get. But yeah, this is actually year 10. It's kind of crazy. Year 10 for me in-game. And yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm kind of looking at my helpers currently in cosplay and why they're not getting unloaded. I might have to go do some bouncing around in a minute just to check on them. But yeah, at least the potato harvester is still going. That looks like it's actually been properly unloaded. It's back down to 7%, so that's good, that's good, that's good. So yeah, I've got New Hollands out there working away. I haven't got any case tractors up and running yet. Obviously, they're going to be primarily focused on Field 9. That's one thing as well I need to figure out is what. Obviously, I've created a field where the fairgrounds were going to be. Right now, it's kind of smack dab in the middle of 2 farm areas for me. Obviously, up north, I have the New Holland farm set up. Down in the swamp, I have the John Deere farm. I'm kind of trying to figure out which farm I want to really utilize for doing the work on that field, but I'll probably do the John Deere, actually, thinking about it. That's an idea. That is definitely an idea. Cool. But yeah, Farming Trucker on a 35 stream streak. Much appreciated. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. And while I think about it, Mr. BD is out there. Obviously, if you guys are not following Mr. Big Daddy as well, obviously he has recently become a Giants Bronze partner. So make sure to click on his link, give him a follow, check him out. Obviously, he will officially, or hopefully, get early access to FS25, so you'll be able to see him as well doing that. So yes, I'm doing very, very good there, Big Daddy. And yourself? Yes, 24 now? More games to be sold, FS25 to be sold, and I can be with you as well. I have actually spoken to my wife over the weekend in the last few weeks, trying to butter up a bit, shall we say, and she has agreed to allow me to stream a little bit more when 25 comes out. Whether it's going to be early access or the actual game, we'll have to wait and see. That all depends on you guys out there, and obviously Giants and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting. Yeah, well, we've got 2 months, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do it. We'll see. But yeah, you can obviously use my code if you wanted. I'd love it, but I know it's terrible, and I know they're probably lurking out there. I'm not going to look, but I would actually be more willing to push like Darius, for example, or somebody else. Then I don't have any commitments to do things. Oh, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it would be good though. But yeah, if I don't get early access for 25, maybe the DLCs when they start coming out next year. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. There we go. Cool. This is a bit bumpy. This road field. There we go. Now, obviously, over the weekend, I have been going through some of my mods, thinning them down, changing a few tractors for the base game stuff, because obviously there is some tractors where I've been tweaking them, playing around with them, figuring things out, which won't be released, so I had to replace them basically. So I've been doing that over the weekend, but yeah, thinning down. I've now actually got a separate mod pack setup for the non-PB stuff that I'm currently running, and probably once this harvest is done, I might actually put out my save game for people to play if you want to. So it's probably going to be the end of this week. But yeah, I'm not going to worry about emptying any of the factories or any of the silos and stuff. I'm going to leave them literally as they are. So if there's products in there, you can definitely get them and use them straight away. There we go. There's, I think, maybe one or two that I still need to remove because they will not be released to the general public. So there we go. So you can regulate this dude here. We are on field 2, wasn't it? Grasslands field 2. Grasslands field 2. You can go to the main farm. Obviously, I will leave in the auto drive routes if you use an auto drive. Same with the course play, so you should be good to go if you're using them as well. Storage. Might take a little while just to figure things out. Farm silo. Go. So he's just waiting on the call now. I do find using auto drive for unloading a lot easier than course play. That is for definite. But look at that, isn't that very colourful? Here we go, let's change that over so you guys can see exactly what's over there. Pretty much every crop, or the majority of the crops, are now on field 9. 23 crops in tech, to be honest, on field 9. Look at how colourful that is. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. And obviously, as you can see here, obviously, like I've mentioned before, I have used the tree, the maple trees to divide these, plus obviously spruce as well. So yeah, that's definitely good. That could be probably more for Wednesday's stream, to be honest. Obviously today we will be raiding over to Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Let's see how everybody's doing. You look like you're almost there. Yeah, so we've got some sorghum up here. Now, actually, one thing how do animals work? Well, you put them into a pen, you feed them, and make sure they're well fed and watered. Get them up to 100%, and then just keep going. Actually, buy them primarily as babies, no names. or Mr. Grits fan. So I kind of mentioned it the other day. Um, Somebody has been able to figure out how to use auto drive on these. Now, what I did do over the weekend as well, I had a spare couple of minutes, half hour or so. I went through my orange orchard and set up the routes. I've basically just gone up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So I've got a start point and an end point. One thing I do need to do is when I activate the auto drive to do this, it's kind of just want to see if it actually will work, to be honest. What I will need to do is set up points, preferably along this middle section, as a stop point. So then it can go off and unload. That's something I still need to sort out. But at least at the minute, I do have the routes going up and down, up and down, up and down. Actually, if I come into here, will it show? No, it won't. Okay. It's because it's not turned on. Let me see. Let's turn that on a sec. It may show. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There you go. So you can actually see the lines right there. That's pretty much what I've got. So I've basically driven up here, just set up an initial two-way. I've basically set up a little route going here, where it's going to be unloading. Obviously, I've got my little orchard storage over here, and then obviously starting down here is literally just going to be going up and down, up and down, up and down. Obviously, at some point, I'm probably after every 2, maybe every 4. I'm not quite sure, depending on how full it gets. I'm going to set up a little stop point at the end of these to unload. So but then once he gets to the end, this end row, he'll literally just come up, spin around, and then double back down onto one of these other routes. So hopefully it's going to work. I haven't actually tested it because I don't think they're ready yet. Once these the oranges is I think the first one to become ready for me usually. Once they're ready, I can test that out. So we'll see, we'll see. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to work because I don't know if the trailer's going to stay active or not. Yeah. It looks like all this is going to be ready in one go. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we shall see. We will definitely see. Probably, is it next month or the month after? Let's have a look. Orchards. Okay, so October we should find out. So yeah, that's the first one to become ready. So yeah, we'll see, definitely, if that works or not. Oh, now I'm not gonna quite do it the way the person mentioned. Obviously, they mentioned about using a double wheel truck tractor. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna use a single truck with a trailer and see if it works. So yeah, we'll see, we'll see. What did import distributing for? Oh right, yeah, I got you. So first thing is make sure that you do have some animal feed set up. I I'm not sure if whether it comes from a silo or a actual production, but if you have at least in a production setup, you should be fine. 'Cause it'll pull from there. So in here, obviously, what Mr. No Names or Grits fan is on about is on the in-game mod hub, there is a husbandry distribution mod come out recently, and it basically allows you to auto feed your animals, but it'll also distribute any output products those animals give. It's kind of a cool thing. The only thing I haven't been able to find is whether the water works. For me, right now, on my pigs, no, it's not. That sounds cheaty. It is a little bit cheaty, but if you're a little strapped for time, it's kind of handy. And also, like I said previously, my pigs are right pigs and they go through a lot of feed, so I'm kind of testing it for you guys at the minute. I am going to take it out to do it manually myself. But if you wanted to try it out, you're more than welcome to. So, first of all, let me find a pen. And one thing I will say, it does work on every animal on PV Canyon Crossing. I'll let you know straight away. It will work. Obviously, my chickens are fully fed. I haven't fed these in at least, what, month, maybe two now, at all manually, and they're all being kept up. The only one that isn't is obviously my cows. I've got one of the cow pens that has the robot, and that's just keeping it topped up. Obviously, I have edited it a little bit. I will be putting this pen up on my Trello for anybody to try out in the last few months of FS22. But yeah, it's so simple. All you literally have to do is down the bottom here, you have import, and what that will do, if you click on that, it'll activate it to allow food to be pulled into that animal pen, but only food. So if your pen also has water, so for example on this map, the cats and the dogs will need to be watered manually. So remember that. Obviously, I'm not going to keep that on because obviously it's got my robot doing all the work. Now, obviously, if it's got an output, for example, obviously this one obviously will output the milk, it'll output slurry, it'll output manure if you have a heap, possibly. Um, what you can do is also set this to distribute, and any productions that need milk, need slurry, need manure, if it shows in this menu here, it will be distributed out. So obviously my milk right now is being automatically transferred. One thing to bear in mind is you will get a slight charge for this. So there is that fee to think of as well. It's only a small one, but it is there. I noticed it the other day popping up, so I was quite curious. But yeah, you do get charged for it being put in there. So it's almost like if you're hiring someone to look after your animals. There you go. So bear that one in mind. But yeah, yeah. So I can definitely tell you, as you can see, obviously my duck eggs aren't being sent out yet because obviously probably most of my productions are full. But feed-wise, it's full. Same with the goats. The milk is being distributed out. Same with the cashmere when it's needed to. I need to sort out that pen at some point. It's getting quite a bit. The same right there. As you can see, the food. I haven't touched any of these animals at all in well over a month, and they're all at 100%. And the nice thing is, because these are being constantly topped up daily, your health is staying at 100%, which means your animals are going to grow. So it could be a good way if you're struggling to keep on top of your animals. It might be worthwhile getting it. It's called the Husbandry Distribution mod. It's on the in-game mod hub. Came out about a week, 2 weeks ago. So yeah, and obviously one thing what I will say, if you find at any point your health is not going up, even if the food is there, you may need to sell the animals, sell the pen, restart your save game, and buy back some new ones because it could just be a slight bug. It hasn't been there for a while. I haven't had it in a long time, so touch wood. I'm touching literally everything, the wood, the wardrobe, everything. There shouldn't be any more bugs, but if you do have the health on not climbing or anything, that could be the issue. How you doing there, KW? And yeah, if you guys did not follow Mr. Darius Frost once again, click on it, give him a follow. But yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out. Obviously, I'm still going to test it for a little bit longer and possibly remove it or just deactivate it on certain things. It's primarily the pigs I really want to keep an eye on. But yeah, if you got Cargill up and running or the small feed production, it just makes sense. But yeah, looking at it water-wise, it is not distributing the water. And I did look in the all the different documents, and there's no mention of water. So yeah, but anything else should be fine. Look at that! I'm actually getting some babies as well. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna get some of these once they get to the right age over to the butchers. Whoa, jeez. But anyway, there we go. But yeah, that's something I'm going to be working on in a couple of months' time with the orchards, seeing if OrDrive will actively work on it. So yeah. Right then, we're dropping straw swath. Oh, fudge monkeys. I need to get a truck down here. Oh, you're fine, okay. Nope. I think I will do some baling. Somewhere in amongst here, we should have that. Oop, let's get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. Yeah, I think that wouldn't be fine actually. Oh, mind the little baby. Is that going to be big enough? That's the 7719. How? Ooh, I'd rather the bigger one next door. I think. Actually, let's go with that one there because it's right in front of us. So obviously, I want something that's going to be big enough to power the square baler. So let's grab you. Ooh, it's here. One thing I am doing as well is some of the headers um, that I've got. I've been actually gone through and replacing them. So the two ideals harvesters on this farm now are using was it the 50-meter headers that came in the pack by Hispano Modding. Where is it? Where is it? This one right here, the Legacy Premium Cutter Pack. This one right here. These are kind of cool. Obviously, they do have the headers and trailers, but if you don't like the trailers, you can actually set these guys up to have their own built-in trailer, as it were. So this is the ones I've gone for. Now with these, you can have them branded differently. I haven't got to hemp yet, but they should. Yeah, it's shown right there, so it should do hemp. I don't think I've got a hemp field ready yet, Green Thumb, but I could do a test. I know you were having issues yesterday, weren't you, in your stream with that? So just quickly run through these. If you wanted to use them, obviously you can go through, you can change the brand. You got Case, you got Class, Fence, John Deere, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, and obviously Legacy Premium, which is what Hispano Modding have used. Let's go with New Holland, for example. Obviously, you can add a top auger. Obviously, it's just going to add this little bit right there. You can have it with or without. Currently, I've added it with. You could add in different beacons if you really wanted to. Obviously, these do go up to the 60 foot in size. Now, one thing to bear in mind is the pipe on the harvester might not be big enough to unload with, so bear that one in mind when choosing these. That's why I went with the 50s. I could probably go up to the 55s at a push, but it's very close, so hence I went to the 50s on these. Obviously, you can set it to a specific harvester, but you can actually change it as well if you wanted to. So, for example, I think the ones I've got, I've set it to the ideal. This one here, power level. But yeah, obviously this needs to be on the New Holland, for example. Doesn't have to be a specific, but if it's a New Holland, it helps. But this right here, the transport wheels, yes or no? Obviously, you can have it without. Obviously, you can have it in the initial place, so you'll have wheels at the front, a wheel at the back, and obviously you will have the little attachment right here that comes out in two pieces. In addition, the back wheel here can be repositioned so it's further back to make it a little bit more stable as well. Obviously, I've just gone for the initial position, but then obviously you do have things like color options. So let's go with a nice purple to give you an idea. So it's going to be the main frame of it. The design, let's go with pink. That should stand out a bit more. So it's going to be the edges right here, plus obviously the little bits at the back here, the rams and stuff like that. And obviously sticker, you can have this little bit right here, for example, can be black or white. You can see it just about changing. It's a little bit hard in here, but it is changing. So it's very, very cool. Obviously, rim as well. If you've got your rims, let's go with a nice bright yellow. You can see that they're changing. So you could literally set it up however you want. It's a pretty decent one. Obviously, work speed is 10 kilometers an hour, and obviously that's what. Obviously, 50 foot is. Oh yeah, it's right there. 15.3 meters. So it's a little bit bigger than the base game one. So you could have that one, for example. You could have this one here, which is the biggest, the 60 foot, which is 18.3. So it's a beast. Same configurations all in there, with or without the wheels. So it's literally up to you on setting it up. And from the looks of it, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer did have some issues yesterday with hemp. Until my field is ready, I can't really test it. But what I might do is load up a new save game and just use EasyDev and see if it kicks in that way. But yeah, I was using them yesterday and it wouldn't harvest, so I bought the one I was using before and it worked. That's weird. That is very, very weird. Okay, testing time. Testing time. Right, save. Desktop. We have 30 minutes. We're going to do a quick test, guys, just to see what's going on, if anything. Now, one thing I did notice, if you're using Courseplay, I think it was, obviously that does have a maximum size limit on what you can use. I think it's 50 meters. Hence why I went with the 50-meter one. So if you're using Courseplay for harvesting, for example, with those headers, you may have to just stick to the 50 meters. I think it's 49.9 meters is the max it can do. So you'll have to have a huge overlap. So, but yeah, maybe just go with the 50 footers. Yes. But yeah, how you doing there, Farmer Marks? I am very, very sorry. I owe Mr. Farmer Marks and the rest of you guys a big, huge sorry. So if any of you guys are using my autoload trailer, the big one for the rocks, it does have issues if you're using auto drive when unloading. Right, let's come into here. New PV Canyon Crossing. Don't want the server. I want bridges built. There we go. We'll use the same mods, so it's all legitimate. Obviously, yeah, you might get away with the 45s as well. So this, yeah, it seems, well, for me anyway, I was only able to go up to the 49.9 or whatever it was feet. So yeah, so 50-foot ones I went for basically. But yeah, so far, actually I'm testing them at the minute with my ideals and they haven't had a single issue. And I haven't seen any missed pieces. But yeah, just go back to the trailer very, very quickly while this is loading up. Trello, Billy the alpaca. We'll come over here. Obviously, I do have a few mods set up. Where the heck is it? It might be under all maps on me. Yeah, this one right here. The little crampy autoload trailer. This one does have a little bit of an issue if you're running auto drive. I think it's something to do with the moving floor on it. So obviously, base game wise, you can use this to transport pallets and bales as well. You can actually open up the back and put pallets and bales inside of it to transport. I think that is what confuses auto drive. So if you're going to use this, I would probably recommend just sending a auto drive route to a point where you can actually then go in and unload it manually. Or use a different trailer if you want it to keep going round and round and round. So there is that. So yeah, that was the main reason I actually chose that trailer over the rest, is because of that the walking floor, as I want to call it, for unloading the big rocks in the mine for on the map. But yeah, it's a pain, but it is a nice trailer. That is the only downside to it. It doesn't really work very well with auto drive and on unloading unless you're going to do it manually. But yeah, I do apologise. I really, really do. I think the other as far as I'm aware, the other trailer that I set up, the smaller one, where the heck did I put that? Um, as far as I'm aware, the other one should work fine. And obviously, it does have the capacities. What? I'm missing a trailer. Where the heck is that? No, no. Where's that little crampy trailer? I'm going blind. I have two auto trailers. Where's that other one gone? But yeah, if you got my little one, that should be okay to use with auto drive. Oh, there it is. I must scroll right past it. This one right here. That does have larger capacities as well, so it should work fine with auto drive as well if needed. Obviously, I did go in and add the auto load for mainly like the rocks and gems if you're just getting started. If you've only got a few, that is very helpful. But maybe go for the bigger one. Right then, let's have a look. So, Billy the alpaca. Yes, that is me. Confirm. Oh, whatever. I ain't bothered. I thought as much. I got a lure method error. Right then, let's see. What farm area do we have? 41 is good. We're going to redo you. Now then, obviously we want hemp, so let's check. What month do we need hemp to be harvested? It's going to be October, but what I can do is come into here, seasonal growth, no, F12, we'll set this up, that one, set field fruits, so we want hemp, oh, gone right past it. I'm not really worried about the rest of this. The only thing I need is ready to harvest. There we go. Oh, geez, we've got hemp. Look at that. Instant hemp. Isn't that cool? Right then, let's grab a... Yeah, we'll go with something like that. We'll lease you. And we will lease one of those big boys. Let's go with the big 60-footer. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to unload it, but tough. Class. Oh. Yeah, we'll add the topper. I don't think these actually matter, but I'm going to add that anyway. Obviously, the lateral guides is going to be the little hook at the front, by the way, if anybody was not aware. We'll do that. Main color, we'll go with a class green. The design, I want to keep it as class green. Yeah, that could stay there. Rim. We'll go with that crimson. Is that a sort of red? I think that's similar to it. Yeah, we'll go with that. Bugger it. That will do. We're going to lease you. And we'll come into here. As this is just to test, we shall see. There we go. Unfold you. Now, obviously, like I said, with this, obviously you do have the wheels that will unfold like the other one. And this right here is your connector is a two-piece. Obviously, it unfolds down to the side here, and then it can actually hook onto the back of your combines, just so you are aware. Righty, there. We're coming to here. And I need to get that unfolded a bit more. There we go. Let's see if this thing's going to work. If not, it's going to be a pain. It's working for me, Green Thumb. It is officially working for me, and just turn Strasbourg on. There we go. Yep. It works fine for me. There we go. Now, just out of interest. Oh, okay. There we. Oh, that's nice. So if you're going to run the biggest one, shove it onto the class. The biggest class combine there. Oh. Now, out of curiosity, let's come into here. Generate a field. We'll do a headland. We'll do rounded. Smooth. Yeah, we'll go with smooth. Clockwise, that'll be fine. Generate course. I'm just kind of curious. Work with. Okay, so yeah, 18.3. So it did work fine. Set that on. And I'm hung up. It's blocked by a mountainous swath. So I can confirm that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, course play actually works with all the headers fine. And it does work with hemp. Yeah, so you may want to check your log there, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, because yeah, as you can see, it's working perfectly fine. It's harvesting, it's swathing. I'm getting, yep, hemp's in there, that's good. So, yeah. You tried a number of times. Interesting. The only thing I think of is maybe going through all your mods and seeing if it's something going on there. But yes, it's definitely maybe the combine, but I'm still using the same combine with a different header. Yeah. Okay. You're using the Fent, not the Fent. Yeah, it's the ideal one in on the in-game mod hub. Let's do a quick test. Yeah. I kind of like that. I used that one a lot in 19, where it's colorable. Right, let's do a quick test. See what's going on. Download content. Harvesters. And if I remember rightly, that one's been out for quite some time. Search. Ideal. Which one are you using? Do you remember? Is it either one of these two? The first one? So that one, yeah, by Marcus and LS Modding Team. We'll install that one. Back. Um. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Hello. Are you going to download, or do I have to grab it from the in-game mod hub? It might be because I'm streaming as well. It doesn't want to do it. Let's see. Oh, okay, it's kicked in. It just took a moment. There we go. Cool. So that should be there. We'll come back, come back, come back. Career. New save game. Bridges. I don't know why I just don't. Just go here, shouldn't I, really? There. The ideal is selected. Obviously, I want to deselect, make sure everything's going. So we'll try this one more time quickly. The ideal header was the one that worked. Interesting. We shall see. Let's bring this up just in a case. Come on, Mr. Log. I love testing. It's fun to figure things out. It's also a pain in the behind as well at times. Uh, uh, Come on, you can do it. Get past that 19%. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Good, 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 good. I always get worried when it gets to that 19-20% as well. Even though that I know my computer is got more than enough in it to load up, I still worry when it just sort of freezes there. Oh, it's crazy. I had the same issue with the hemp windrow not working on the class 100. Oh, that's weird. Could be your save game where you got. Have you? I don't know. Maybe where you're doing a lot of testing on it, possibly. I don't know. Definitely something funky going on there, Green Thumb. Definitely. It works now with the ideal. Oh, that's typical. Right, anyway, so let's have a look. What's going on there? So the fairgrounds has obviously been removed, so you will get a warning if you're just starting, by the way, guys. Don't worry about it. Obviously, once you save and reload, that will disappear. Obviously, right after that, there was two warnings for shape files being too big. Don't worry about it. That will eventually be sorted out. Maybe not for 22, but maybe in 25 if it's used again. Typical. But while we're here, while we've loaded up, we might as well do a test while we're here. So let's grab your ideal combine, which is this one. Let's see what we got. Ideal 10. Yeah, definitely the ideal 10. It's a big combine. We'll leave it on Fent. We'll add the joystick, a tablet. Ooh, it's got a tablet in it. Warning sounds, not really too worried about. I think this is the same one that I used back in FS19. Welcome, Mr. Farming Trucker, and thank you very much for that fart. And wow, the 1,000 bitties. Yeah, this is definitely the one that I used back in 19. I remember all the color and stuff. Yes, I have the fart as well. It's not quite. It's still not as juicy as the one I wanted to use on yours, but yeah, it is good. But yeah, let's do a quick test. So we'll go with this 60-footer. I'm not really too worried about all the configurations, but just in case if it does make a problem, let's go to the ideal. We'll release that as it is. There we go. Get you unfolded. So yeah, obviously where I've just added in auto drive, it's basically try to find routes and stuff to use, but yeah, it ain't gonna work. That's why you get that warning. Right, so we'll come back over here. Doopy doopy doo. Right, obviously I'm gonna need to turn off seasons for the minute to do this. We'll come into here. We'll set the field state to hemp right there. Obviously, I need it to be ready to harvest. Select. There we go. Oh. Now let's see. So that's the 60-footer header. Just out of interest, what's the pipe like with that? Yep. So it's working for me as well. See, yeah, that's as you can see there. See, that's the 60-foot header. It's just about big enough to get to the pipe. Also, if you're using auto drive, for example, for unloading, it's going to have the issue. So look to go for a shorter header. So maybe the 50-footer maximum, really. But yeah, obviously Green Thumb's using the 45-foot one. Obviously, that's part of the legacy pack. So the only thing I don't like is how it's bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down there. It's a little bit funky, really. But I can confirm it's working perfectly fine here. So yep. If you have an issue, guys, whether it's a harvester not working that used to before, check your log. Maybe do just a save, reload, give that a try. It could be a very, very simple little fix. So yep, there we go, there we go. That is fine. So I can now crash that. That's working. Obviously, Green Thumbs is now working as well with the ideal. Obviously, yeah, simple is. There we go. That is a different one than I have, and I don't have all of those options. That's the what obviously that legacy one is by Hispano Modding, and it only came out what was it last week or the week before? Oh, the ideal. Oh, you might have had the another one then. Oh. And it could also be that they've updated it. When was this last updated? Let's see. Yeah. But I'm still using the same compound. That's weird. Obviously, version 1.0.0.1. Obviously, they have added a few things. And it looks like it does come with headers and stuff, I guess, so. Yeah, no idea. What's this other one anyway? So you've got that. It's got a few. It's got the Challenger. But yeah. I could do another test on both of them, really, but yeah. Dang it. What the heck is this? What? That's not that. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's actually that little trailer that I've put out myself. For some reason, it's actually showing is somebody else's mod. That is bonkers. Right then. Ideal, because I don't particularly want any more in here. I have enough going on. Let's see. Ideal. I should have just done it a minute ago. Search. Ideal. And uninstall. There we go. Back. There we go. Yeah, it's a really strange one. It really is. There we go. Very weird. The joys of gaming. Right, let's see if this kicks in a sec. But yeah, it could just be where you restarted. It's kind of, or if you've even restarted it, maybe that cleared some issue that was going on. Come on, please bring up the game. Come on. Do I? Yeah, because I was using it earlier. Come on. When you're ready, computer or stream. People don't want to see a black screen. I wonder. Oh, there we go. It kicked in. That's good. That's good. Let's see. See, I only have one computer for streaming, so I have to lower screens to see the other screen. I should get a laptop. Not necessarily another computer, just maybe another monitor. That would help a lot. For example, I don't know if I can do. Let's see. Doopy doopy doo. Let me go to desktop a sec. So obviously what you're seeing right now, this is actually my central monitor. I've actually shown this a few times before. Let's see, window capture. We'll add one. I want to put. Does it show a particular window? Probably want in here. Let's delete that again. Remove that. It's not easy to show this off, to be honest. But I might be able to. Let me open up Stream Labs again. Because obviously I run with 3 monitors. Obviously Dave used to have, what, 5 monitors. It's hard, but what you can actually do is set up each monitor. Even if you just have 2 monitors, that does help out a lot. But obviously you're going to have to think about price and costs and stuff like that. So I think this is the one we were working on. Yeah. So let's come into here. We'll go with, let's see if we can do a window capture. We'll do window capture 1. So let's see. So my main monitor, which is my central one, would be. That is not what I want. What do I need? What do I need? I had it a minute ago where it was showing the different options. Let's do that one. Okay, so that is going to be the left monitor, isn't it? So let's shrink you down a bit. So this is actually, I'm going to try and set this up to show you roughly what I am seeing. Okay, so there's one. We'll come back in, we'll do 2. We're going to add a second one. Add source. This will be this monitor here. Set to capture a specific window. That one. Okay, not OBS. See, they used to have an. Oh, am I doing it the wrong way? Let me see something a minute. It's been so long since I've done this. Display capture. That's probably the one I want. Add. There we go. Try this again. Add one. There we go. So, left monitor should be over here. No, which one's that? So this is my right monitor. Right, let's get rid of that one. We'll add another display. 2. This one is going to be this monitor in the middle, which is my primary. I'll adjust these in just a minute. But yeah, this is literally what I see on my end. You don't see all this. Neither, obviously, it's different for everyone. Some could even set up one big giant monitor and run it all the way across. But for me, I need it to be. Let's see, is that the right one? Nope. That one? Yeah, there we go. So this is actually my 3 monitors. This is what I see. So obviously on the first one, which is on my left hand side right here, I have my OBS. In the center is usually this one right here, my gameplay. Then on the right hand side, I'll have Discord open, I'll have my browser open. Obviously, having multiple is so much easier when you're running it from one system. For the simple fact you can literally do the whole lot right here without having to go live when you're streaming. You can set a lot of these things up in Streamlabs. Very, very simple with multiple windows. So if you can have maybe two monitors connected to your computer, even if it's a cheap little second-hand monitor that you got down to the charity shop, it could well help out a lot. I've actually got a fourth monitor. It's an old Dell one. It's about 15, 20 years old. I can hook it up to my computer. It still works and it acknowledges and works in here. And so it's kind of a failsafe. If any of my monitors breaks for some reason, I can plug that in as a reserve to before, and then obviously go out and buy a new one. Obviously, all the ones I've currently got are about 24-inch curved monitors, and it literally curves around on my desk. It's very nice. I know there used to be a picture down below showing it off. So yeah, but that is literally what I see when I'm streaming. Obviously, if I'm not streaming, I'll usually have the gameplay on the central one, streams up on the other one, and this third one on the left, should say, is usually actually shut down. I usually don't have anything on there. Um, so sometimes when I've streamed and I'm yakking to people in Discord, like with Dave on a Friday, for example, I'll put Discord up on the left monitor. I'll keep playing on the middle one, and then obviously I'll have his stream and multiple streams up on this other monitor as well. Obviously, I can do, I think it's up to four different clips, things in here. So you can't really see it, but at the top of my screen, I'm actually seeing the options. So I can do obviously one option. I can do two, a split screen. I can do a split screen with three, two, um, obviously different sizes, but up to four anyway. So yeah, I can definitely see multiple streams at the same time. Not that I often do that, but I do. Now this is the only thing that's a pain. Is get rid of that. There we go. But yeah, it is an interesting world. But yeah, if you can invest in even a cheap little monitor, or if you can borrow one just to get this set up, it will help you out in the long run. So there is that. Obviously, once you've got it all set up and you can stream with a single monitor using it this way, it can be done. Obviously, Mamadou does it. Obviously, I don't know. There's a few other people who do it. Obviously, I know Mamadou, for example. She has I think it's a big television that she's got her computer linked to. She'll have the gameplay on overlapping her Streamlabs. So it's something like that, for example, and she'll have it underneath for when she streams. But obviously, it's only capturing the gameplay. So if she was to say click through into OBS to end this stream, she can do, but you guys don't get to see it. But obviously, yeah, it's getting it all set up. That is the tricky part. But yeah, it is very challenging. That is for definite. Right, let's get back into the gameplay and get some more of this done. What did you what did I break this time? Nothing. I'm trying to help Mr. Rusty Nail out a little bit there. Grits fan. Obviously, he wants to go stream more and more, but obviously he needs to get his game capture set up, his sound and stuff like that. But having one monitor, it is very difficult to do. Thankfully, I've been very, very lucky. I've had that other monitor for a long time, so I was able to get set up pretty quickly with multiple monitors. Like I said, Dave had 5 at one point, so imagine 5 of those screens all in one big row. It's like craziness. Personally, 3 is fine for me. I wouldn't mind maybe one other. That's one thing I would say. I would like possibly one other monitor later on. But to be honest, should I? I have no idea. I think my wife would actually kill me, to be honest. What are you doing, dude? Oh, okay. I see what I've done. Stop. Nearest waypoint. There we go. Yeah, I think my wife would actually kill me if I asked her for another monitor. But yeah, maybe ask around, ask some of your friends. Obviously, yeah, some. The worst thing is tech bikes. Some people on YouTube can really go talk a little bit too quickly, and I think this is the problem maybe Rusty Nails had and a few other people. So doing it in maybe a live stream. Obviously, I don't mind showing off if I can. If I know how to do something, I will try and show it off in a stream and try and go a little bit slower. But yeah, YouTube is a great place to go for a lot of resources. Obviously, not just for streaming, but for anything really. If you want a good laugh, go on to YouTube, have a look around. There's loads of funny old videos out there. Right, let's see what's going on here. So you are unloaded. Yeah, this is something I want to test to see if I can have a start point and an unload point at the same spot to unload into a truck. I haven't tried it yet with this. It's still going. In theory, it should work. So we will see. But this is going to take a long time. So obviously, this is a potato field. 4 meter header, which is just the standard roper one. To do this little field, which is field 13, slightly bigger than how it comes to you guys. Because obviously I've gone through, made it a bit bigger. Nearly 8 hours, obviously with what's there, add another couple of hours. So you're looking at about 10 hours just for this field alone. Oh my goodness, I got a feeling this will be going a lot on Wednesday. Oh yeah, it's going to be fun. But that is fine. That one's field set up. Let's see how these other guys were doing. So we had field 30. So you can be set there. You were nearest waypoint. That is fine. Doing some sorghum. Up here is another field of sorghum. We'll click on there. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. You're unloading that. This one here was something I was doing a little bit of a tester on actually. Obviously during Darius's stream, he was having some difficulties with an auger wagon. Yeah, I've had issues as well, to be honest, with auger wagons. Getting too close and stuff. So I tend to just use trailers. Obviously, like I've said, I tend to use auto drive really for the unloading, but I do know that Courseplay can also unload your combines. Now, one thing you could try, if you find that it's getting a little bit too close, look to your offsets as well. It may be that it's just getting too close with that. It's not detecting the combine quite right, or the pipe. Just set up the offset a little bit further out. So I had mine initially set up to 5, going this way. And obviously I've dropped it now down to 2, and it's pretty good. And obviously this is using those 50-foot headers. So, yep, it's not too bad. It's around about the right spot. It's hitting the trailer easily, so, yep, it's good. I need you to go a little bit lower. Can I? Yes. There we go, there we go. I think I've got one, is it one more to tap? Once this is unloaded. But yeah, this is my little poppy field. Yep, to be honest, it's doing a pretty good job. So I am definitely happy with it. I can help some also, yeah. Yep. But yeah, obviously, if I can help out when I'm streaming, I will try. Because I do know a lot of people just want to focus on the gameplay, stuff like that. Obviously, I don't mind jumping out for a little while to help out. Obviously, what the first half hour, 45 minutes of the stream there was solely to try and set up some scenes and the gameplay so Rusty Nail can get sorted out, and obviously Green Thumb. Hopefully, it helps with Green Thumb's obviously ending screen there. So yeah, but there's a whole lot of things. Like I was mentioning, SNAZ, SNAZ. If you actually Google it or go into your browser and look for SNAZ, it's a little program that you can download onto your computer. Thank you for that. Right in the middle of a conversation. Uh, yeah, SNAZ is a countdown timer that you can add to your starting screen. So, if, say for instance you wanted to set up a 5-minute countdown, you can do. But I would recommend going onto YouTube to check that out, because yeah, it can be a little bit tricky. Or you could just have an image, like I was showing earlier, have an image of the game and starting soon, or just go straight in and do the gameplay. It's entirely up to you how you want to set it up. And how 2 monitors is enough for stream. Yeah, exactly. 2 monitors, yeah, minimum. I would recommend if you're going to stream. Obviously, I do know people, like I said, Mamadou does it um, with one monitor, so it can be done, but it is very tricky. Gotta love her. Unless you can actually, one option, Rusty, no, and I don't know if you'd be able to do it or not, but you could potentially or possibly run your computer and laptop together. So you're in essence using the laptop as a second monitor. So you'd have your gameplay on your main computer monitor, but then you can actually run your Streamlabs on the second. I think you just have to add a connection between the two for it to work. We'll see. For overlays, use Stream Elements. Yeah, you can use Stream Elements. Like I was saying, you can actually go into Streamlabs themselves. There's loads and loads of freebies there. So, yeah, it's literally up to you. Obviously, for me, myself, I've used about 4 or 5 different ones over the, last 3 years? It's coming up to 3 years, guys, by the way. Anniversary. I think it's next week, if I remember rightly. For 3 years. Um, I've literally picked apart from different groups, as it were. Scene collections, I suppose it's called. And created something out of my own. But yeah, there's loads of videos out there. Obviously, if I don't know if it's really visible, but obviously I've got my gameplay. I have a plain black screen behind that. Then behind that, I've actually downloaded a little. Um, oh, is it a GIMP image? Obviously, one that's moving. It's just a simple little image that's moving, spinning around to add a little extra something to the stream. Setting all those things up is really easy. Another church is on fire in France. Really, Tech Mike? Blimey. That is definitely not good. But yeah, with this, obviously, let me get that back on course play to unload him. Now, I'm still trying to figure this out and make sure this is working because I have no idea. Obviously, 39 to the main farm should technically work. If once this gets full, it'll then come off the field, go to the main farm, unload, then back to here. In theory, I've never actually got it to work properly, but we'll see. There's that, there's that. The other one was this. I need to get up and running. And I am now out of time, unfortunately, because, yes, there is a Green Thumb farmer out there, probably live right now, waiting. And hopefully he's got everything sorted out. I see he's been accompanied by the newest member of the SGA, Mr. Farming Trucker 74. Let me pop that over here. Let me get this combine up and running one more time. Yeah. Actually, because he's just been unloading, he's going to be on a funny little spot. So I need to bring you across. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So you should be fine about there. Yeah, so he's got about 16 minutes left just to finish off that. But yep, that is going to be it for today, guys. Unfortunately, I can only do the 2 hours today. Joys of having carers' responsibilities and that to go and do. But we are going to go over and raid Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, who is streaming at the minute. Let me go to the end of the screen. Hopefully he's been able to get this to work as well. Let's see if mine is going to behave. Oh look, mine is actually updated. It's now blue. Oh, that is crazy. I need to set it back to red, I think. But I can do that at another time. Okay, let me just bring his stream up. Where is he? Green Thumb Farmer right there. We're going to mute the tab so I can't hear him. But yeah, much appreciated for coming out today, everybody. Also, big thanks to Mr. Darius Frost, to Mr. Evil Race for the raid earlier. Much appreciated. If somebody is about to raid, they're going to be raided out too as well. um, there we go. There we go. But yeah, I will be back again Wednesday, same place, same time, doing some more farming. I'll be carrying on with the harvest season. Lots to do on that potato field, especially get down to obviously field 9. So there is that as well. Now then, Tech Mike, you are such a spoil sport. You really, really are. Oh, you really are a spoil sport. But anyway, make sure to catch Mr. Dave tomorrow. But yeah, we're off to see Mr. Green Thumb Farmer right now, guys. Stick with us, and I will see you real soon. Also, if you've got any questions about streaming as well, just ask. Catch you later, guys.